Hey guys, this is Ty C. Miller here. I'm trying to keep quiet because I'm pretty sure everyone else is sleeping in my house right now and it's Christmas Eve. So, trying to keep my voice down just a bit, you know? But anyway, um, some of y'all may have noticed a few of my songs, quite a few of my songs getting some extra attention on Spotify recently. And that has led to, over the past couple of days, my song I See You reaching over 1,000 streams on Spotify, which is something that's never happened to me before. And normally I would have made a post just being all appreciative in that stuff, saying thank you guys so much for listening in and thank you to whoever that was that added my song to their playlist because it's obviously very popular and um people go on that playlist all the time, and because my song got on that playlist, it led to more people discovering my music and possibly enjoying it and wanting to hear more. That's what I would have normally said, but I've recently discovered that this is one of those scam playlists that go up on Spotify and bot streams and listens for your songs by adding them to these playlists. And it's been a huge problem for small artists like myself over the years. This is one of many shady things that I've discovered over time, and this is possibly the worst, the worst yet, because this puts people's songs at risk of being removed, just removed from streaming entirely, and that is an awful thing to experience, especially when it's something you're not even responsible for. It's not something that you can really do anything about. So, hang on, I need a minute to pause. Okay, we're on Spotify right now on the Spotify program, and I just want to show you guys a bit more of what's going on, the context to everything. So, my listener count before this whole situation was around 59ish. I'm pretty sure it was exactly 59 when things started changing. Um First, my monthly listener count went up to around 400 to 500. Now it's at 763. And as you can see here, my song ICU is my most popular song at the moment. Put quotes around that, please do. Um, and it's reached 1,153 streams. Um, all of my other songs, you can't even see the numbers for because none of them have surpassed 1,000 streams yet. A few of them are coming close, but need to let you know this is the only song that was put on that playlist, and that playlist has a lot to do with it. There was also something else going on over the past few days, the past week or so, in which I don't know if it was one listener in particular, one or two, probably just the one, but a few of my songs started getting um, a heck ton of streams, while my monthly listener count wasn't all that affected. You can't see it here, but quite a few of these songs now are in the hundreds of streams when they normally weren't. They A lot of them didn't even surpass 100. Um, anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way, and so we can move on to this playlist that I am currently discovered on. This was called something else before. It was called The Best, um, and it had a completely different name under it. But now it's by CHMob, and it's called ChartMob.net Chart Playlist Weekly Trending. Weekly Trending. ICU was released over a year ago in the summer of 2023. I know I did re upload it to include Ezio's to include Ezio as a primary artist because he produced the song. He played a big part into it, and I wanted to give him some extra credit, especially because um he wasn't visible as a producer on Spotify for some reason. They kind of messed that up for me. I've been trying to fix it for a while now, and I slowly have, but that's beside the point. Now, I just want to say really quick: do not check ChartMob.net out at all or their Instagram page. Um, they are frauds. They will scam you. The whole thing is, at least from what I've seen, is that your song will be put on one of these playlists for one or a couple of days. For me, it seems I've been on this playlist since the 22nd of December. It's at least I think so. I'd have to double check. Hang on. Sorry about that. But it was on the 22nd that my streams and listeners spiked up, which was apparently a fake spike, which, bruh. But anyway, you can also see a bunch of these songs were added 3 days ago. Pretty much all of them were added 3 days ago, which I would normally just associate with copying a bunch of all of these songs onto text mechanic, randomizing the order and pasting them back in. That's what I do sometimes with Text City Electronics playlists. I copy a bunch of the songs, paste them into text mechanic, randomize the order, then put them back in because I like to vary things up for listeners for the two or three that there are. But it's clear to me that this is something completely different. 10,000 songs, even when I was more celebratory, that seemed suspicious because why would you do exactly 10,000? It's a very big number and a very specific number, but I could excuse it at the time. This is just I don't even know what to say about this. So as I was saying, the thing about chartmob.net is that they will put your song on their playlist for one or a couple of days, remove it, and that'll leave you wanting more from them. So you start reaching out to chartmob.net and trying to get more songs on the playlists, more attention, and that'll lead to you getting scammed. And it's an awful thing. I didn't hear about this until just today when looking this up because the playlist got renamed to the chart mob thing. I kind of have a feeling that whoever the original person that made the playlist was, that they got hacked. I feel like that person could have gotten hacked. Either that or it was just a random name that they chose for the time being and then just so it's weird. It's also weird to me that this profile's public playlists include Rap Caviar, Rock Classics, All Out 2000s, New Music Friday, you name it. I don't know what that's about. Like, hang on, let me show y'all just to prove that I'm not crazy. See, look here. You have these two playlists that I mean, they're more to be expected from a random profile. This one was called The Best, had already had those 10,000 songs on them. That hasn't changed at all since I discovered the playlist, but this is the one that got renamed. And these are a bunch of Spotify public playlists that are extremely popular, especially today's top hits. And I guess New Music Friday. Well, yeah, all of them really. They all have a lot of attention, and it's like, how how does this profile have access to all these playlists? Are they a collaborator? I don't understand. Anyway, I've been rambling on for too much. I want to just summarize things right down the bat. If you notice that your music is being put on these playlists under the chartmob.net name or the chmob whatever it is, that is not legit. You are getting botted streams and listeners, and that puts your music at risk of being removed outright. And it's an awful thing. It it's awesome to get like huge spikes in streams and having your music get tons of attention, but when it's done like this, it just really kills the vibe, you know? So what can you do? Well, you can try contacting Spotify about the issue, reporting the playlist, reporting the profile, um, just all that stuff. I still have to do my research on this, and I recommend that you do so as well because you'll probably find the same information that I'm finding. I'll I might give an update. I might not if I get you know, if I get an email back from Spotify or whatever, just just to see what's going on, if the issue was taken care of or not. I've also heard stories about people's songs getting removed from these playlists after after contacting Spotify, and then their songs getting put back on the playlists, and then not being able to do much about it. Some people have just been out of luck. Spotify just telling them there's nothing you can do about the playlists. That's people's personal playlists. Not really in this case, but it's just it's just really awful. And I hate anyone that does this kind of stuff because we're trying to succeed in our own little ways, whether big or small, and what these botted streams are doing, like they're giving us something that we really don't want. We want genuine attention, genuine streams, genuine listeners. We don't want a bunch of bots that don't understand um the meanings to our songs, the lyrics, not even the beats really. They're just kind of putting it on play, letting it roll out, and it's just awful. So if you notice a big spike in streams or listeners, be sure to check whatever playlists you got added to. If it's the ChartMob stuff, report it. Get it out of there. If it's anything else, still make sure to do your research on it. It could be a legit personal playlist. It could also be another one of these botted things under a different name. I wouldn't know until I've seen it again. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope anyone watching this does check out ICU and some of my other songs for real, so that I feel confident that my stuff is actually getting out there for real and it's not just bots, because that's awful. But I'm not here to promote my stuff. I'm here to keep you on the lookout and just to make sure that you're doing well and that you're safe. And also just to make sure that your potential career in music doesn't get demolished immediately because of some stupid botted streams and botted listeners and fake scam playlists. That's all I can really say. Anything I could say beyond this point is just me stalling. But I hope you listen to the end because this is just really important for me to get out. I did the same thing for the Isidore video, just making sure people know what's going on and what to look out for. I'm gonna get ready for bed, I guess. I'll see you guys later.